billboards for Playboi Carti's new album are popping up. We have a release date that is leaked for March 7th. And obviously the question is whether Playboi Carti will actually drop in less than a month, or if this is just another rollout that starts but then never actually comes to its finish. Today we're going to be talking about all of that, so let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So we knew that Playboi Carti had to do something before March 13th because that is the day that he would have to refund every single purchase for the merch that he put up last September, because in the description of the merch it said that it would be shipped out no later than 6 months from that date, which would put the release date on March 13th. And now we've gotten this leaked release date of March 7th, which would obviously be the week prior to that, which would make a lot of sense because then he wouldn't have to refund all of the merch. And also the next weekend we would have Rolling Loud coming up with him headlining. That would be the perfect day, but obviously nothing has gotten confirmed by Carti. So that's kind of the state that we're in. But now we had a couple of interesting things happen only yesterday, because in Miami we've had billboards popping up that said music is coming. And we've had 2 different billboards on 2 different locations. They look pretty cool. They look like they are part of the rollout. It is very likely that those are from Carti and his team. And now obviously it will make a lot of sense for them to start a rollout this way, and then we would also see that date of March 7th be the actual release date for the record, and then he wouldn't have to refund all of that and he could just perform it Rolling Loud and everybody would be happy. But obviously it's not always as simple as that when it comes to Playboi Carti. Now, one funny thing that I did want to mention is that Playboi Carti on Twitter, so the fan account, and 42CEO, they put up fan-made billboards. I believe this was on Times Square, where they said drop the album in the same style like the ones that Carti put up in Miami, saying that music is coming. So the fans are now kind of talking to Carti in billboards, telling him to drop the record. It's gotten to this point. It's pretty crazy. I don't know, man. Maybe I would have done the same. But obviously music is coming is a pretty clear message that the album is coming, because the album is called I Am Music, and music in general is just the content of the record. Obviously it's kind of like a double meaning in there, which is a very good sign. But as I said, we've gotten rollout started like this a couple of times before that just then never materialize and that they never come true. It's just the way it is with Playboi Carti right now. But also very interestingly, Carti actually put up a story of a text message from him and producer Wheezy, and Wheezy in that text message said, "Yo ho going." Maybe this was referring to the rollout starting. Maybe this was referring to the billboards popping up. That would be a sensible option right there. We don't know exactly what this means, but it's the only info that we've gotten from Carti himself over the past couple of days. He did also post, just to have this thing complete, a post on his Opium Finsta burner account where he was calling out Kai Cenat because Kai was telling him to drop the record. I believe he was inferring that Kai did tell people to group buy the songs, to group buy the leaks, and then in the caption he said, "It don't matter who said it, it was said. You can't pay for that. I am music. He didn't have to do that. Either respect." But nobody really understood what he was saying, so we don't know what Carti is up to with Kai at this point. We would still love to see that live stream happen, but it probably never will. Also, I mean, I didn't want to talk about him, but now in this case it connects to Playboi Carti. Kanye on X, on Twitter, he reposted a post from a Carti fan account who just posted these eye emojis like you sometimes do because people, you know, there's billboards, look at them. And he retweeted that. I don't know exactly what he was trying to do with this. I think now it's deleted again, so it's not even clear if that's a sign that he would be on the record or if that's a sign that he knows something that we don't. It's just something that happened that is just out there. We don't know why. Apparently, he's just on Twitter looking at Playboi Carti news. Now, is this thing actually dropping on March 7th? I mean, in this case, this would be in only about 2.5 weeks, which honestly, at this point, I really don't see. I mean, look at the rollouts that have started up so far. They've been dragging on for a very long time with multiple peaks of us thinking that the hype couldn't get any more and he would have to drop the record, and then he didn't. 2 billboards in Miami are not the rollout that I think is worthy of all of the relaunches that we've gotten of this failed rollout so far. If this is really the start, I mean, maybe in 2.5 weeks a lot can happen. I mean, the perfect example that we always pull out when we talk about these rollouts being so short and these, but still very good, is obviously October 2024, Tyler, the Creator, with Chromacopia. The entire rollout only lasted about a week, maybe a couple of days more, but it was the perfect rollout. He had so much narrative, so much gimmick, so much lore to the rollout that even just that 1 week was worth more than months on months of a Kanye, a A$AP Rocky, or a Playboi Carti rollout, with mixed signals, us not knowing what we're actually getting because we get these little clips on Instagram of new songs that then never come out. We just don't know. So I really, at this point, it's like, for me at least, 50-50. Carti is dropping March 7th, or really he has to refund everybody that purchased the merch, which would logistically be just crazy for them to do, which would just not make a whole lot of sense because obviously they racked in a lot of sales obviously from that. And it will be the perfect opportunity now, starting up a rollout with the billboards, having Rolling Loud only a week later. It would be the perfect day. And maybe this was the plan all along. Maybe the date that he said, shipping out no later than 6 months from September 12th, they were thinking all along that they were going to ship out actually exactly 6 months after that. So this is all that we got. It's maybe this is the start of a new rollout phase in Playboi Carti. We've had him talk about this theory of testing phases, which I'm still not a fan of because that's not how you treat your fans. That's not how you play with your fans. But it seems like Playboi Carti took notice of that because that was a pinned comment on one of his posts, and he somehow operates like that. So either this is the rollout and everything goes as planned and really to the least work or effort for either sides, for Carti, his team, and the fans, or it's just a test phase and we're going to get it all refunded like Rocky had to do. So we'll have to wait and see how all of this turns out. I'll keep you updated if anything new happens, so make sure you stay subscribed. But obviously, I do want to know what y'all think about all of this. Do you think that this new release date of March 7th is actually true? And do you think that the billboards mean anything? Let me know all your thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.